Hey, I'm Big Jeff from BigJeff Online, located in Ocala, Florida. That's Central Florida. So we're kind of in the middle of everything. I started all this out of the trunk of my car in Miami, Florida, selling security cameras and other things, and it grew into car audio, which has always been my passion. We're gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, here we are back. I am Big Jeff, I am he, and you are you, and I want to thank you for helping me get here. Here we are talking about Black Diamond again. Great. I don't even call it entry-level brand because our warranty rate is so small. The pricing's great, and you know what? We're getting really good feedback about it. So here we're talking about a new one that just came out not that long ago. Is the DIA P36004XD. Okay, X4D, 4-channel probably, and this one is going to be full range, which is what most people are getting, especially with the loudspeakers and such. So here it is. You can see size-wise on the box. I do have decent-sized hands, and this is great. I love how they packaged it. We have no issues with shipping. Styrofoam all the way around. So we take that cover off. Right away we're gonna have just a manual in here. Don't get upset, the manual, and it's not like you got shipped the wrong thing. The same manual for multiple amplifiers. They just adjust the power ratings and stuff like that, but hookup and normal operation and is all the same. So let's go ahead, and the P3600, you can do 2 ohm all the way down to, which is kind of cool. That would be in stereo mode. So rated 2 to 8. Obviously we're not going to run it at 8. We're not going to get as much power out of it, but let's see what we got here. Now, first thing we want to know is the size of it. So as I pull it out, you can see it's actually a really good size. There's some weight to it, which is what I like. Another really cool feature, and we'll take the plastic off, you have a clip monitor on here. And we have a power. What was the clipping for? Well, obviously when we have too much input going in, basically you have the volume turned up, usually distortion, it will start to clip. Once you get past that, what happens is you're gonna blow your speakers. All right, I know people think that they can fine tune and do this and that and gain it up, but speakers only go so loud, right? So you can only get an amplifier so loud before you start having distortion. Okay, so you do have a clip monitor in front, which is really, really cool. Most amps don't have it, especially in this price range. I do want to say the price range right now, I think it's $329.99. That's really not bad for a pretty large 4-channel. Inside it did have looks like some screws to mount it, and then the Allen wrenches, which I guess we will see once we get in there. I'm gonna push that off to the side. Let's put this one down and open her up. All right, so inside, yes, it does say made in China like most stuff. If it was made in Korea, it would probably be double the price. But first thing I want to notice, they are serial numbered, and it does have a basically, if this seam is broken, you will void the warranty, and they were QC'd at the factory, which is kind of cool. It does have some vents on the bottom, which is nice, but keep in mind, if you do mount this flush with the box or your panel or what have you, you're not going to allow that to vent. So I would really recommend using some spacers just to get a little lift to allow the heat to come out. Just my advice. On the side here, and let me turn it here and see if we can get a good shot. I am looking over at the camera there. We have full range, low pass, and high pass. Okay, so technically this could do anything. We can run a small subwoofer and some mids and highs, do it half and half. We can do full range like on your loudspeakers. We can do high pass if you're doing coaxials or what have you. There is a gain control on each side, There is a crossover setting on each side of the amp, and also frequency, which looks like 40 hertz all the way up to 4 kilohertz. So pretty cool. It does come with normal RCA's, little caps on them. Let's flip her over to the other side. All right, so first thing I noticed, which is really cool, solid 4-gauge input. So this amp here, 4-gauge would be great. I do like how they trimmed it out, which makes this very sturdy. I don't know how many over the years were from tightening and untightening, and that starts to break inside. So this is real strong, and it is marked 12 volt ground and remote wire. I do like how they did a layer for the channels. So I don't know if you ever worked on where they're all 4 set, and it's a pain to get it in there. Also, they are where you can just get that wire. I would probably recommend 16 gauge would fit in there, depending on what kind of wire. At least 16 gauge should be fine. You might be able to get something a little bit bigger. It does have a bridged mode, which is kind of cool. So there's your other side. This thing has some nice heat sinks on the sides, so if you are fan cooling, you can kind of get air blowing from the bottom and the sides. I really like the Black Diamond logo. That's really good feedback on that. And then, as we talked about before, you do have a front and rear clip mode. So even better, each side of the amp you can see. You can see how small this amp is. You know, 2 of these amps side by side, I don't see why you couldn't run the whole system. Let's look at the 3600 specs. I don't have them memorized, so I don't want to quote you wrong. In here, it does give you how to wire up your subwoofers, your input obviously from your source unit, and then let's take a look here. So right here, we're on the section in here for the DIA-P3600X4D. So if we look here, it says RMS power, which is what you need to be worried about. Don't ever care about peak. Always match RMS to RMS. RMS says here at 4 ohms, basically 4 times, so each channel would be 400 watts. RMS at 2 ohms, which I told you it is 2 ohm stable. Each channel would be total 680, and then RMS 4 ohm bridged. Make sure you are wiring your subs up and not down. If you have 2 dual subs, dual 4 ohm subs, you would obviously be coming down to 1, or 2 and 2, 1 would be 2. So you want to make sure you have either, I would say, a 1 single 4 ohm woofer on one side, or let's just say you're using this all for mids and highs. For you guys that just like it really loud, not a problem. You can do 2 8 ohm full ranges on each. You could do a full 1 4 ohm on each, so it's unlimited. You can get into and I take it back, it is saying, I'm sorry, 0 gauge, and now that I'm looking at it, I get my pinky in there, so I will take that back. Good thing I did look at the directions here. So we have a full range amplifier, crossed over from 40 hertz to 4 kilohertz. We have a THD of only 1%, and we have a 85% for the efficiency at 4 ohm, and signal to noise ratio is 90 dB. For $300 and a few dollars, I think it's a great amp. These just came out, they are shipping. You can check this at our Black Diamond website, which they'll probably put somewhere here. All orders are going to come with something free. It could be a lanyard, shirt, hoodie, cap, Black Diamond, and you can check it out there. You can find this at BigJeff Audio's website. All merchandise sold there. We give free stuff away of hats, knives, flashlights, USB sticks, shirts, hats, backbook. There's just a ton of stuff, and we love giving away free stuff. We love you as a customer. Please make sure you subscribe if you haven't. There should be a button down there, and also make sure you like and share this video. If I did say something wrong, don't kill me, bring it up in a comment. I definitely want to learn more as I learn with you. This industry does change a lot from when I was younger to when I started this business out of my house. And obviously, compared to years ago, we didn't have amps this small years ago. I mean, to even get this power, it was twice the size. Real cool what you're doing nowadays. But here we are, Black Diamond. This is the P36004XD. I'm going to sign off. I want to thank you and see you soon.